Welcome to the Washington County Museum. Today's virtual tour, we're going to take a look at a cane from our collection. This cane that we're about to look at was made by a gentleman from Cumming City. He was an early pioneer of Cumming City in Washington County. His name was William E. Farnham. He had made this cane in 1881. We're going to look at individual sections of this cane. Mr. Farnham had inlaid pieces of wood and metal and other materials into the cane that were important to him or important historically. In the first section that we're going to look at is a piece of wood that was taken from Dr. Kane's lifeboat. After being wrecked in the Arctic regions, he and a part of his crew escaped in this boat. They used it for a sledge for their baggage and provisions, turning it bottom up at night for shelter. After dragging it 300 miles over a frozen country, they came to an open sea, then rowing 2,000 miles along a frozen coast. They found relief and were brought home. The boat was on exhibition at the Centennial at Philadelphia in 1876. The next piece is a piece of cedar from the Bermuda Islands. It was acquired in 1874. Number 3 is a piece of old elm from Pittsfield, Massachusetts. The tree had blown down in 1865. Number 4 is a piece of ivy taken from Mr. Farnham's wife's father's plantation at E.N. Market in Dorchester County, Maryland in 1879. Number 5 is a piece of charter oak in which the Charter of Connecticut was deposited by Captain Wadsworth on November 10th, 1687. Number 6 is a piece of box elder wood cut from the riverbank of the upper Minnesota River in 1880. Number 7, this is supposed to be a piece of fused china, which Mr. Farnham picked up off the ground where houses were burned by Little Crow and a band of Sioux Indians who massacred over 500 souls in western Minnesota in 1862. Number 8 is a piece of cannonball fired into Fort Sumter on April 10, 1861. Number 9 is a piece of the oldest bell in Pittsfield, blown down and broken at the time of the Great Tornado on July 7th, 1879. Number 10 is a piece of California gold given to Mr. Farnham by his favorite cousin, Mason, in 1856. Number 11 is a piece of wood taken from a Salem witch house in the days of Cotton Mather. Number 12 is wood taken from a house in Salem, Massachusetts, the lumber of which was brought from England about 1630. Number 13, this is amaranth wood that was from Africa, and it was given to him by a friend in 1882. Number 14 is a piece of musket sight made by a soldier from a nickel in the Army of the Potomac and used during the war from 1862 to 1865. Number 15, this was a material that was taken from the deck of the U.S. Maine, which had gone to Havana to protect American residents, and it was destroyed by explosion and 270 lives lost. This number 16 is a section of wood taken from Abraham Lincoln's private car he used during the rebellion from 1861 to 1865.
Wow, there is a lot of history on this.
And that doesn't even include the fact that the cane is hollow and it holds a little scroll inside detailing all of the information I have just read.
What a fascinating piece of woodwork. Well, thank you for sharing us on this interesting journey through history. We'll look forward to seeing you for another virtual tour video.